Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Season 1, Episode 1 of Outer Banks titled Pilot. So, the background you need to know is they're, I think, from one of the Carolinas, maybe? Or where they are, there's a place called, they're in Outer Banks. That's the place they live. There's two parts, the figure eight and the cut. The cut is the poor people, figure eight is for the rich people. They call the rich people the kooks, and the poor people are the pogues. They don't like each other. Of course the rich don't like the poor, and the poor don't like the rich. What a shocking revelation. Anyway, we meet our pogues, JJ, John B, Pope, and Kiara, Key, who is technically a kook, but I guess hangs out but she's like cool, so, you know. So John B's dad is missing, presumed dead, and he's basically dodging child services. There's this big storm, Hurricane Agnes. They end up going out afterwards to fish. Instead of catching fish, they find a sunken boat. Now, during the hurricane, John B went surfing and saw this boat, riding the waves. They initially attempt to tell the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard don't listen. So they go in themselves and they end up getting a key. They take the key to the hotel it belongs to, where they break in, where JJ and John B break in, steal money and a gun from the safe, and then dip before the police get there, or while the police are there. And we meet Shoop, who's kind of, seems a bit dirty. I'm pretty sure he took some of the money from the safe for himself. So the Pogues decide to, get the boat themselves. They steal some scuba diving gear from the Camerons, who John B works for. They end up going down there. They only stole enough for one canister, though, or one person to go down there. So John B goes down there, and he steals something. They end up getting shot at by these two people who were looking for the boat, because the boat belonged to a man named Scooter. Now they realize some shit's going on, because Scooter is a poor person, very poor, and for him to buy, now this boat is a good boat, a nice expensive boat. They figure he was smuggling something, and getting shot at, obviously kind of cements something's going on. Now, these people that were shooting at them, I guess, joined the search for Scooter's boat because, they want to get the evidence. Scooter's body himself was found. Well, after escaping the shooting, they open it up and they find a shitty compass. And they're like, we got nearly killed because of a compass. And then John B hits him with that's my father's compass. Dun, dun, dun. Other important characters is Sarah Cameron, who's and her boyfriend, Topper. Topper and John B end up getting in a fight at a party, with Topper basically winning and nearly drowning John B. Although JJ, the fucking idiot, nearly ends it by putting a gun to the gun he stole from Topper's head, then firing 2 bullets. JJ is not the smartest person. Why would you steal the gun? And then why would you proceed to fire a stolen gun? The hell is wrong with him? Officer Peterkin, or maybe Chief Peterkin, Sheriff Peterkin, I don't remember, comes in and basically tells, John B. that she'll keep child services off his back as long as, he stays in the good lane, stays away from the ship, which he doesn't, listen. Overall, this is a nice premise, it gives us a good mystery. It also sets up a treasure hunt, as the thing Scooter was investigating was the shipwreck of some ship which wrecked, a British ship that wrecked hundreds of years ago and carried gold. So we got a treasure hunt, dead bodies, a missing father. Hot damn, that's a recipe for success and disaster. I love the friendship between the four Pogues. We didn't really get to see much of Sarah Cameron this episode, but we got a feel of her character. She's cares about the environment. She cares about animals. We got to see that Pope is a smart person. He's he's a mathlete. We saw that JJ's like this impulsive one. He's like the one that's if there's a stupid decision to be made, JJ's probably making it. While John B seems to be like the leader. If there is a leader, it's him. But I don't really think there's a leader in their group. Overall, I'm going to give this episode a solid 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.